Hi everyone, I'm Joana and Nicole Dolar, and today I'm going to discuss the topic structure in schools, which we're going to base on the classical Weberian bureaucracy. So when we say structure in school, it was simply defined as the sum total of the ways in which it divides its labor into distinct tasks and then achieves coordination among them. Okay, so let's talk about Max Weber. But before that, let's pronounce first his name. I've heard Weber and I've heard Weber. So Weber and Weber, they are actually both the same and correct. The Weber pronunciation is the Americanized style or the Americanized version of his name, while on Weber, it was more on European pronunciation. Okay. Max Weber has made lots of contributions to the areas of organizational studies, management, and organizational communication. And the main one is his contribution around the concept of bureaucracy. Okay, Weber was one of the most influential theorists who were resolving issues on how workers do tasks efficiently. He is a German scientist who defines bureaucracy as a highly structured, formalized, and also an impersonal organization. He was born in Germany in the year 1896 and died of lung infection in the year 1920. He realized that an individual's social status, individual's charisma, and personality characteristics are crucial elements for one to have an authority or respect. Okay, Weber instituted the belief that an organization must have a defined hierarchical structure and clear rules, regulations, and lines of authority which govern it. Okay, so next, we have here the bureaucratic organizations evolved from traditional structures due to the following changes. Okay, so the first one, the leader. In traditional structures, the leader delegates duties and can change them at any time. However, over time, this changed and there was a clear specification of jurisdiction areas along with the distribution of activities as official duties. Okay, next, the subordinates. In a bureaucratic organization, the subordinates follow the order of superiors but can appeal if they feel the need. On the other hand, in traditional structures, the authority was diffused. Okay, next, the rules. Rules are exhaustive, stable, and employees can learn them easily. Further, the organization records them in permanent files. And then the personal property. The personal property is separate from the office properly. Also, the means of production or administration belongs to the office. Okay, lastly, the selection of officials. The selection of officials is based on technical qualification and appointment and not on election. So, dili na to siya makonsider ang selection of officials as an election. So, further, officials receive a salary as a compensation for their work. Okay, the official is taken in for a trial period and then offered a permanent position position with the organization. Okay, this protects him from arbitrary dismissal. Okay, so let's move on to the next page. According to Weber, organizations maneuvered using rational authority which is granted to competent and qualified people are considered more efficient, and this is what bureaucracy is. So this bureaucracy, makonsider na to siya as a strong tool to make people accomplish tasks under a system of rules, of course, and within a hierarchy of authority. Ganyan siya. Okay, so Weber has 6 rules of bureaucracy. The first one is hierarchical management structure. This means that each level controls the levels below and is controlled by the levels above. So para fair siya, they both controlling the levels sa baba and sa taas na position. And then, next is, level above. Authority and responsibilities are clearly defined for each position. Yan. Sorry, I forgot it. Okay, second one is the division of labor. In this rule, the tasks are clearly defined and employees become skilled by specializing in doing one thing. There is a clear definition of authority and responsibility. Okay, the third one, we have the formal selection process. This was more on the employee selection and promotion, which are based on the experiences of the employee, and also the competence and technical qualification which was demonstrated by their examinations, education, or training. So there is no nepotism. For the word nepotism, this was more on pagbibigay ng pabor sa kamag-anak, or let's just say na paglalagay sa tungkulin sa kaanak before the others na higit na karapat-dapat. Ganun yun siya. Okay, so the other three of Weber's rules bureaucracy will be discussed of my partner Claire and Dianne. Thank you.
Good day, I'll be the one to continue about the Weber 6 rules of bureaucracy. Now let's move on to the fourth one. Fourth one is career orientation. Career orientation in business context let individual manage their careers within and between organization. Meaning, in this sense, they gain understandings of their own abilities, aptitudes, and strengths. However, in school context, the importance of providing a career orientation to your students is for them to be aware of the tasks to be faced and the decisions to make in the future. The help of career orientation also is to explore and at the same time to let your students plan for their future career endeavors. This is based on their skills, interests, and especially the values. By the help of this career orientation, students are able to clarify their goals. In business context, employees let them manage their own careers within and between organization. While in school context, having career opportunities or having career orientation, you let students clarify their goals and at the same time to help them understand about their career options in the future. The fifth one is formal rules and regulation. Formal rules and regulation is a standard operating procedure and systems are followed. Rules provide the benefits of stability, continuity, and predictability, and each official knows precisely the guidance or the outcome of his or her behavior in a particular manner. Meaning, we as individual, we need to be aware of our behavior. In school context, having rules and regulation enables students to be disciplined to their actions. Meaning, rules and regulation plays an important role to ensure that students nor employees know how to behave and the consequence of misbehaving. Take note, every action there is consequences. Even if you do good, even if you do bad, there will always be consequences. The last rules of bureaucracy by Weber is the impersonality. In business context, rules are applied uniformly to everyone. There is no preferential treatment or favoritism, meaning equal treatment to every employees, also because they have different skills and abilities. Hiring and promoting people are good, based on the basis of the objectives rather than favoritism. Meaning, you hire that person not because he or she is your close friend, nor he or she is very special to you, but because you see potential to him or her that could help in your business. While in school setting, impersonality is also applied because teachers should be fair to his or her student, meaning equal treatment, no favoritism at all. Even if the student gain high score or low score in any activities that you conducted, you still need to compliment them. Why? Because part of being a teacher is to create a diverse classroom that accepts everyone's flaws. To conclude about the Weber 6 rules of bureaucracy, in life, you have to set goals and priorities. Need to understand yourself and also the environment you are living. Need to make strategic, rational, and sound decision and also judgment. Although there would be challenges in your pursuit of happiness, but the bottom line is to see opportunities and place yourself in a position to take advantage of them. It all begins with you. Now let's move on to the formalization of structure. Formalization of structure focuses on roles and position rather than the people in the position. Actually, there are four aspects of organization structure. First is decentralization. Second is the formalization. Third is hierarchical levels. And fourth one is departmentalization. But let's not focus to that since there are other groups that will discuss about that matter. Formalization of structure focuses more on behavior and work performances of people within the organization. This means that it controls employee behavior using written rules so that employees or any individual knows how to behave inside the organization. Because if there is no rules to follow or there is no rules implemented inside the organization, there would be no improvement. And at the same time, employees are not aware if they already commit mistakes or if they already did something wrong just because there is no rules and regulation to be followed. That is why the importance of formalization of structure, it's not just because it controls employee behavior, but because the alignment of day-to-day work process within the overall mission of the organization is easily achieved if you have this formalized organization structure. That would be all. Again, my name is Dianne Agcaracar. And that would be all for today. Thank you for listening.